Okay, let's talk about fat. The ones that are healthy, the ones that are definitely unhealthy, and the ones that are kind of in between. So everybody agrees that monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats are healthy and you should eat them. These are nuts, seeds, olive oil, avocados, and fatty fish. Fish are in that category as well. There are some subtleties there, but they're in that category. So eat those. Those are good sources of fat. The ones that you should definitely not eat that everybody agrees on are trans fats, and those are in hyper-processed baked goods and other hyper-processed packaged goods. They're in fast food. Those are only made basically in a lab. Those are not good for you. Those are also called hydrogenated oils, which are off the market generally, but they're produced in these processed foods. In the middle, between these extremes of super healthy and super unhealthy, are seed oils, a lot of debate around those, and saturated fats that we find in animal products. There's a lot of debate there. Super quickly, seed oils, I wouldn't seek them out as a health food, and they have some issues. They are very processed, often with chemicals and heat. They're somewhat unstable, so they can cause oxidative stress. But they also have high levels of omega-3s, but high levels of omega-6s, which is not so good. But they have high smoke points, so they can be good to cook with, a better alternative than something with, say, high cholesterol. So, I wouldn't seek them out as a health food, but a lot of the research doesn't show, the negative outcomes that you would expect from them based on all of these sort of mechanistic prima facie negatives. So those are kind of in between. Saturated fat from animal products, a lot of debate over these, but generally as your saturated fat intake goes up, your LDL goes up, and you have a higher rate of cardiovascular disease. Now there's a subtlety lately about LDL-C with the small dense and the large buoyant kind of LDL-C, which is this certain kind of cholesterol, and they're saying that the bad kind of LDL comes from eating sugars and processed foods and not from eating saturated fats. That may be true. I still would never seek out sugar and processed grains or saturated fats as a health food. So those are kind of in between, and some people are much more susceptible to dietary cholesterol intake and saturated fats than others. So basically, stick to monounsaturated and polyunsaturated and eat the others in moderation, and you'll be doing okay.